Remember the time that someone else had to tie your skates? Well, today, with my 8 years of experience, I will be showing you the steps to take so that you can relace and tie your own skates. The first step in relacing your skates is to get a pair of skates that you will be using. These are my skates that I've been personally using for about 3 years now. They're called the Vapor 2X. Getting a pair of skates can be very expensive, so if you're going to buy a pair, I recommend getting an older, less expensive pair if you don't plan on using them very often. My skates are about $650. I'd say you can probably get an older pair of skates for about $100 that are still worthwhile. You should buy the type of skates that fits your foot shape. According to puckstop.com, you should get a pair of skates that are about half an inch to an inch smaller than your shoe size. My skates are about 3 inches smaller than my foot size, but that's just because I like my skates a little tighter so I can turn easier. The second step to replacing your skates is get 2 laces. You want to make sure that your laces are long enough to fit your skate size. If you need help with the length of your skate laces, you can go to hockeymonkey.com where you can find a chart of skate sizes corresponding with the lace lengths. You also want to decide what type of laces you would want to have for your skates. There are waxed laces, which are laces that will keep your skates tight, and there are normal laces that will typically get a little bit looser. You should also decide what color you would like your laces to be. I would say that 99% of the time, people will be using normal white and black laces. Personally, I also use white and black laces, and mine are unwaxed, so they're just the normal, typical laces. Now that I've covered how to get the supplies to lace your skates, you should be ready for me to show you how to relace your skates through the following steps. Step 1. Put both sides of the lace inward through the bottom 2 holes of the skate. These 2. Alright. Step 2. Pull skate laces and make sure that they're the same length. And you do this by measuring them at the top, like this. So my left one is a little longer, so I'll pull through my right one and get them the same length. Now my right one's longer. As you can see, it might take a few tries because it's just difficult. Okay, there. Step 3. Put the right lace through the left eye at the very bottom, and the left lace through the right eye at the very bottom. And when you do this, you want to make sure you don't have your feet in the skates because that just makes it way more difficult for you. Okay, step 4. You continue step 3 until you get to the very top. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, step 5. Now you put your foot in. You make sure that your foot can fit, and you loosen all these laces or all these loops so that your foot can actually go into the skate. Now you do this so it's easier for you to tie your skates, and it's easier for you to actually put on your skates like that. Now step 6, obviously you'd want to just start from step 1 and do that with the other skate. just relaced my left skate. Probably took me twice as long because this egglet is broken, and that's another reason you would probably want to relace your skates. Not only just when your skates get cut and break, also when these things go bad, because they're just really annoying to actually tie your skates. Now that you have laced your skates, I'll show you how to tie your skates so they don't move all over the place while you're skating. Okay, so step one. You pull your laces tight starting from the top, working your way to the bottom of the skate. For the first time tying your skates, after relacing them, I'd say you go all the way down, but after that first time, I'd say you only need to go from the third to the bottom lace, just to make your skate tying faster, basically. Okay, now that I'm at the bottom, step two, pull your laces as tight as possible, starting from the bottom and working your way all the way to the top, pulling your laces up and out, like I'm doing here, and this is how you get them tight. Step three, once you get to the top, you tie your skates like you would if you were actually just tying your shoes. But before that, I recommend going like this, grabbing your skates and wrapping the top laces like this and pulling up while pushing down on your skates, and then doing that knot that you do if you typically tie your shoes. And boom, tie your skates. Now another way to tie the top is to wrap your hands like this, like I showed before, and then you can wrap your laces around your heel, and then you do the little knot thing. And that's usually what I do if my laces were a little too long. I stopped doing this about end of Bantams when I got my new skates. Yeah. Step four, obviously you'd want to tie your other skate so it's as tight as the other one. Now that I've taught you how to relace and how to tie your skates, I'll go over the steps of how to relace and how to tie your skates again. Step one, getting a pair of skates. Step two, getting a pair of laces. Step three, tying your skates. I hope that my speech helped you learn how to tie your skates for the next time you go skating and to relace your skates for the next time that your laces break.